day. All right, so Secrets of the Night, episode 22 by Precious Obialor-Ukazim. Remember where we are, right? Yes. What's her name again? Nanya. She's still giving account of what she did. So let's continue and hear her part of the story. HK felt really bad after that incident, but we had to keep it a secret. He left for the village and later came back to the city again after some months. I told him I was carrying his child, and he was so scared of his brother finding out what we have done. But I gave him a condition that if he would agree to keep making love to me and satisfying me in bed, I will keep everything that happened a secret between the two of us. Wow. So much for a teenager that we thought was too young to be married off. So much for a teenager. Out of fear, he agreed, and from that day, we started again. And on so many occasions, we slept together on my matrimonial bed. Wow. Whenever my husband travels or goes to work. And I had to fire our domestic workers in the house to avoid being caught. Even Naya was still confessing to her sins, but her mother could not bear it anymore. She broke out in a loud cry. Even Nanya, shame on you, oh! You have killed me. You have killed me. Shame on you. Her mother was crying as she could no longer bear it. Mazobi cried like a woman, hearing what his daughter was confessing with her own mouth. It felt like a terrible nightmare, but he has been pricking himself. Perhaps he would wake up from his sleep, but it wasn't a dream. Ejiofor wept sore because the two people he loved so much and had always had great plans for, his own blood brother and his wife, stabbed him bitterly. He couldn't have ever believed it, that any of these two people would betray him so terribly. Chai, what a pity. When I took in the second time, I made sure it wasn't for my husband, and I had it well planned out. But wait, so I don't get. Is it not the same Ihunanya that's married at the age of what again? Less than 20 though. I mean, this thing this guy is doing, even big girl like me, like big woman like me, can't even think of it. Ha, God oh. Okay. Ejike pleaded with me severally that we should quit the evil acts, but I wanted more. So I blackmailed him, reminding him of his children. I told him that if my husband dies tomorrow and is no more, that he has the right to marry me, and then we would inherit Ejiofor's properties and live together happily. Wow, what a master plan. I never planned to kill my husband, but when he started advising Ejike to take a wife, I was hurt. How can I watch Ejike marry another woman? Really? So you are married, but Ejike should continue being a side hawk. No, side cock. Not side chick, side cock. Okay. So I began to threaten him that I'm going to expose our secrets if he dares marry another woman. I suggested to him that we should kill Ejiofor and that after his death, he can marry me and make me his wife, but he refused, that he cannot kill his own blood brother. I told him that if he can't do it, that I would do it, but he kept saying that he won't be a part of such evil. This led to a disagreement between us, and out of desperation, I went and bought rat poison and poisoned his food, but Ejike exposed the plan. My children are Ejike's children. None of them belong to Ejiofor. She went on confessing, then paused and breathed down heavily before proceeding. I know that what I have done is evil, but I was only after my own heart desire. Heart desire call. Even if I die now, I am half fulfilled. I am only sorry for the innocent people whom my actions have hurt. Oh, so you will still know that your action hurts people. Ejiofor, please forgive me. Papa, I am sorry for bringing shame upon you and my mother. Mother, I am sorry. Please don't cry for me. I will face my punishments because I deserve whatever comes with it. But please, Forgive me for ruining your names. She was talking, but people hushed her as everyone threw words at her. People like you do not deserve to live because your heart will always lead you to do more evil. They flogged her with words. Mazobi, the Igwe, called Ihunanya's father, and he stood up tearfully, filled with shame. By this time tomorrow, you and your household should not be found in this community. Hey, for this evil your child has committed, you have been banished from the land of Obinagu, the Igwe announced. No, Igwe, for my sake, let them stay. Mazobi and his wife have done nothing in this matter. Ejiofor pleaded, but the command of the king has gone out, never to return void. Chai. The decrees of the king must not be questioned, the Igwe replied him. Meanwhile, never again in this land should it be heard that a father or mother force their children into marriages as against their wishes. And finally, let the young man who was involved in this evil act be brought at once, the Igwe ordered, but Ejike was nowhere to be found. I really feel for Ejiofor. I mean, he's the one I pity, as for every other person. But I pity the parents too. They did what they did out of their good heart. Who wouldn't do that? Marrying off their child to a wealthy man, at least. It's so unfortunate that they have a child with an evil heart. May God deliver us from children that will bring us shame. God, please. Well, we will continue and see what becomes the end of Ihunanya. Thank you and do have a wonderful day ahead. Bernice!